Thank you so much.
And here's our second $1,000 winner today.
Hey, this is Tom, and I just won $1,000. Well, thank you. I still can't believe it. I almost didn't answer the phone. I'm really happy I answered. Woohoo!
Listen for your chance to win 4 times every workday on News Talk 105.7 and 540. It's the KMLB $2,000 workday bonus.
Hello, I'm meteorologist Don Wheeler. Clouds will be on the increase tonight as an upper-level disturbance approaches our area from the west. We'll see the chance for a few showers and thunderstorms Wednesday, followed by improving conditions. Tonight, increasing clouds will have a low of 52. Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms, high 76.
James Smythe, your bankruptcy attorney, is your emergency room for your financial problems. Call today at 387-3666. Bankruptcy. It's not the end. It's a new beginning.
Steal of a non-
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday again, and welcome to the Mountain Man Radio Show. And as you can probably hear, Mountain Man is out of the studio today, so we're fixing to connect up to him very shortly. He is on the road. Mountain Man, good afternoon.
Yeah, how do you work these knobs on this ham radio? That gum, I added tinfoil on the antenna. Can you hear me, JR?
I've got you loud and clear. We can. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just glad to be on this side of the ground.
So you're, where, are you hunting, or what are you doing exactly? Where are you at?
Well, a buddy of mine called me and said there was some pheasants that need to get rid of because they're getting pecked up quite a bit, and it's a preserve, so they turn them all loose out there in the field, and we gonna come in there with Sparky and Magic, couple of hunting dogs, and see if we can go.
All right, Mountain Man, I lost your connection here, so you need to move around or do something. There you go. There you go. I got you. Just stay still wherever you're at.
Good. Yeah, gonna do a little pheasant hunting up here. Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Well, look, we got a guy on the phone here that wants to talk to you. You want to go to the phone?
Sure.
All right, let's go talk to Dave. Dave, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mountain Man Show.
Hi, Mountain Man. Hello?
Hang on, Dave.
Hello?
I'm losing his connection again. Hold on.
Oh, I'm good. I'm right here.
All right.
Are you there?
There he is.
I'm going out into the yard. Y'all hold on.
Live radio at its best. Dave, how are you doing, Dave?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Good.
Mountain Man, you had breakfast at the restaurant this morning.
That's what he told me. He said he came into your fine establishment up there and ate a fine meal this morning. Let's see. Mountain Man, are you there? You go.
Got me some eggs, some hash browns, toast, sausage, orange juice, coffee.
Yeah, he was up here in March on my birthday, and I gave him a couple hats for my factory and stuff. Are you there?
Yeah,
Dave, we're working with a delay, so you'll have to bear with us here. So.
Okay, I'll step outside so I got better contact. Are you there?
I hear
Oh,
plain and clear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were up
Can you
here in
hear
March
me?
on my 56th birthday. Took some pictures. You ate at the restaurant today. I showed you some pictures of our trucks that we make where I work at. Are you going to be in town for a while, or?
Not real long. Probably gonna do some bird hunting, and if I have time, I was gonna visit a friend in close to Terre Haute, Indiana, that I went to school with.
You ever figure out how to cook them chuckers?
Maybe I can go check you out.
Yeah, well, my wife that works at that restaurant, she can cook you up some of that good white bird.
Oh, I bet. I cooked it up in a gumbo last time, and it was
That'd be
pretty
awesome.
I'm gonna go for pheasant and dumplings this next batch, and I think it'll be really good. Mm.
Yeah, well, we're glad to see you up here again today. A little warmer this
I
time.
appreciate it. It's good to come up here. Everybody's very nice, and this country is corn, and I really enjoy coming up here. The weather's a little cold. I came through a little bit of snow, actually.
Some yesterday morning.
Yeah. I run into some, last night coming here, south of here, around Indiana, somewhere down in there. Sure did. But yeah.
Are you coming back this way again soon, or?
Oh, more than likely,
More than likely.
Me and T, we do a lot of fishing and hunting and such, always ready to go fishing and hunting when I get a little spare time, which is getting really far and few in between anymore.
I hear that.
Rush. Things got real busy.
Good area to do it, though.
Huh?
It's a good area to do it up here. This area, I mean, it's just densely populated and good area to do that hunting and fishing.
Oh, there's a lot of deer. There's a lot of squirrels, rabbits, and I love the bird hunting, and I know there's some good fishing around here. Everybody's telling me about the fishing holes. I said, well, sooner or later I'll get around to it.
All right. Well, if you want to tour my factory, just let me know. While you're up here, they're willing to do it.
Hey, let me see how much time I got here, and if I can this trip, I will, bud.
All right, brother. Nice talking to you again. And Rhonda said that she loved the hug today.
Hey, well, sweet lady. It was some good victuals up there.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks for calling in, Dave. You have a good day, buddy.
All right, Dave, thank you, sir, for calling the show. We appreciate it.
Dave, heck yeah, that's Dave from around in these neck of the woods somewhere or another. Yeah. But yeah, everything's going pretty good, I guess. Old JR.
We're trying. We're fighting a delay, but we're trying. It's all good. It's
Oh,
about a 8 to 10 second delay. It seems like for me to use. So
really?
yeah, I think the further out, the less signal you have, the tougher, the longer the delay is. It takes a little bit longer to get there. So
Oh, oh, maybe I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go to make it any better.
you're doing fine. We're doing good.
Well,
Just sounds odd because it's coming back to us here, but that's okay.
mm-hmm. Oh, gone. Well, uh, I want to tell y'all a story that happened to me. Coming back to Tennessee, I kind of had a very close call. I saw a state trooper on the side of the road, parked with his lights on, and I thought, he just must have wrote somebody a ticket's what I'm thinking. Well, I did not know that that meant to slow down, but I do now. Did you hear that much of it, JR?
I did. I did. So you got involved with a trooper, huh?
Well, afterwards.
Afterwards.
When I topped the hill, I'm running about 70 with a boat behind my truck, and I topped the hill, and about 50 yards was stop traffic. And I knew there's no way to stop the truck. You ain't gonna stop. So I'm in the hammer lane. I yanked the truck over to go between the cable fence and the iron post which held them up between the vehicles and that fence, and aimed it in there. When I yanked the boat, I could see it. I was watching it kind of glimpse in my rearview mirror. It fishtailed, and when it come around, the wheel hit one of the steel posts, and when it did, it dented the wheel. It blew the tire out, but what it did was it straightened the boat up, and it kept the boat straight behind me as I went plowing up through there. All I could hear was bang, bang. Yeah, it sounded like it was tearing the truck up, but I didn't hit nobody hard. I got out my rear view mirror on my passenger side, took a pretty good whipping, kind of messed up my mirror, broke it. I guess I was meeting other people's mirrors as well, or what have you, several, 2 or 3, I suppose. And the cable fence, it kind of put a little dent in the truck, scratched it up, did a little bumper damage, and took a couple of chunks out of the side of my fiberglass boat, which is easy repair for $100 or less. And I got out, and first thing I did was said, "Thank you, Lord." I don't know how I threaded that needle. It's like putting your truck and boat in a garage door. That's the space.
Goodness gracious! Wow.
70. I would have hit them probably at 60 miles an hour, dead stop. But I just got out. The damage it did, I just didn't even think about it. I was just thanking God, hey, thank you, Lord, for being in that driver up there with me in that truck, because I know he was looking out after me. It was pretty scary.
Glad you're okay.
Uber chewed me out for not slowing down, and I just seen a deputy sheriff in Louisiana, sitting there with his lights on. There was no calls. I don't know why we are supposed to know that means slow down. It wasn't in the manual when I took a driver's test, but I know now. And so anybody ever sees anybody parking on the side, a cop with the lights on, slow down. It could get very dangerous in a moment's notice. Traffic builds up, and as soon as I topped that hill, I mean, that was it. It's pretty darn scary, I can tell you that, you know. But, yeah, always be looking when you come up the top of a hill on an interstate, because you don't know.
You just don't know, do you?
You don't know. You don't know what's on the bottom side of that hill. But I was much more cautious, and after that, I drove during the night. The fog was so thick you couldn't cut it with a knife, and I got down about 30 miles an hour and had to drive sometimes going about 30, 35 miles an hour, you know. But
I'm glad you're okay, Mountain Man. That's good.
have to be here, not in the hospital or dead, you know. Very close call. So.
Well, it's funny. That happens. That kind of stuff happens sometimes to us, and part of life, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. The more you drive, the more chances are you may be involved in an accident. But yeah, everybody always be safe. You see a cop on the side of the road with his lights on, it's for a reason, you know. But I really feel like it would be a lot better if they had some kind of a little sign they got out of the car instead of sitting inside, you know, saying stop ahead, prepare to stop, instead of sitting in your car. I don't get it. But y'all have to be careful out there. Yep.
Be careful. That's right. Absolutely.
Be careful. That's right. But yeah.
What's the weather like up there where you're at?
It's pretty cold. I mean, it got down to like 33 last night coming in here, and I was in Indiana a little while, and it started snowing.
Oh, wow.
Started snowing on me. I run out of it. It was blowing across the road. But yeah, I made it though.
That's good. You have to get it. A lot of folks up there, I think they use chains on their tires when the bad snow and ice and stuff.
They do in places. Somewhere they outlawed it. I guess they say it tears the roads up, but the chains work really well. It's a lot better than a snow tire.
That's good to know. That's good to know. We don't need them down here in Louisiana, I don't guess, usually.
No, I don't think we'll ever need them in Louisiana, you know. Yep, it don't hardly snow. That state gets that in Florida. They get less snow than about anybody. Texas always getting snow, you know. But not so much Louisiana. We just get skeeters.
That's right. Skeeters and hot summer weather that's coming up soon.
It is, you know. I'm gonna enjoy this cool weather while I can. You know, might as well, 'cause you know it gets hot up here in Tennessee too. Sure does.
Yeah, Tennessee. I know they've had their share of forest fires and things lately, haven't they?
They have. I think it's around Sevierville, right in there, Sevierville. It burned over 5,000 acres about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they finally got that rascal out. I seen them flying with them helicopters with a little bucket of water. It looked so small from on the ground, that bucket them helicopters were carrying, but I guess every little bit helps. They had a hard time. The humidity was low. The winds were gusting 30, sometimes 25 to 30 mile an hour and more, and it didn't help with matters. But they've had a lot of rain up here now, and the humidity went up here, I should say, went up some. So, you know, all the fires is out, and Smokey the Bear is happy.
Good for Smokey the Bear. We're glad about that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't remember old Smokey the Bear.
No, I remember him as a kid, though. I always saw him on the TV commercials and radio ads.
Yeah, they used to have a little girl on TV, and she'd say, "I love Smokey Bear." And she'd kiss, "I love Smokey Bear." I said, that was the cutest thing ever back then.
It was good advertising for whoever came up with that campaign.
Hey, it was. Yeah, it was probably Yogi and Boo Boo.
I bet so. Another picnic basket.
Boo Boo Bear.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got in that picnic basket?
So, Mountain Man, how long are you staying up there in Illinois?
Yo, I gotta get on back this weekend. I be helping out a little benefit going for a high school football team there around Maryville. I'm gonna go help them out, a little benefit so they can get a little money up for something or another, and they're tickled to death about it. And so I just said, well, why not if I'm gonna be around there? So be doing that. And,
all right, sounds good.
Hopefully get back fishing here because the crappie are starting to bite. Crappie, sac-a-lait, specks, whatever you want to call them, they all taste good, but they're really starting to bite good now. They're moving out into the flats. They're getting up on the banks. And I was catching them, fishing about 3 feet deep with shiners with a float. Just one after another, just boom, 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 bringing them into the boat. And that is a good eating fish in white perch, crappie. They are good. So I'm ready to get back on the water again and start catching some fish. I got to get the holes patched up in my boat though first, and I'll be ready to rock and roll.
You've got holes in your boat, Mountain Man?
I got holes in my boat and holes in my shoes. I got holes in the boat. Well, it just cracked through the fiberglass.
Oh, okay.
When I went up against that cable and steel post, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I got to thank my old buddy Marty Goodday, the one that gave me the Mountain Man name years ago, for his help in the incident. It happened just a little bit west of Clinton, Mississippi. And Marty just happens to live in Clinton, Mississippi, so he went up yonder to Walmart and bought me a wheel and tire to go on there and put it on there. And then it was a little bigger tire, so we went back to Walmart and got another in the same size and kept the one good one for a spare. I didn't have no passenger's window, a mirror that is, on my door, so I said, I ain't gonna be able to change lanes. Well, me and Marty, we got one of them big old mirrors that got a long handle on it. And we took electrical tape and taped it on to my mirror, the brace that holds it. It looked real cool with that handle hanging off. I said, you might be a redneck if you've got one of these mirrors on there with a handle hanging down. And so I think you wrote redneck on my handle. So people going by me, they slowed down. I said, "Did you see that?" And then he got a mirror on there, the handle for it. He must be a redneck.
I have seen pictures before on social media with like a guy has like I don't know, a piece of plywood for a window on their vehicle, and I've seen an AC unit sticking out of a vehicle going down the road one time, and I'm going, that's just crazy, you know?
I got to meet this guy. Hey, I seen it all too. Somebody tied their door shut with a garden hose. That was pretty cool one time. Keep her door shut. I had a garden hose tied around it.
I guess as long as you have duct tape, you can pretty much do anything to hold something in or on or whatever.
Well, you improvise in such occasions. I found out you just get what you got to do it with and go on. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
That's right. You got to do what you got to do, as they say.
You got to learn to be a survivor. I think everybody needs to take survivor courses. Because sooner or later, they're going to try to mess up our grid and stuff. Doesn't have to be a hassle if you're prepared.
That's right. You could help people get prepared, Mountain Man.
I could. I will. So
give them some tips and things that they need to know to survive in 2022.
Yeah, I'll write a book. How to prepare yourself for a power grid shutdown. Make sure you have plenty of squirrels out in your yard. Drinkable water close by, buckets. And yeah, plenty of food, some chickens, eggs and such. And really all you need is CB. You don't have to have a phone. You get a CB, a ham radio, you can communicate.
That's right. You'll be good.
Yeah, I think we need to go back to CBs anyway. Yeah.
I used to have a CB somewhere. I need to find that thing, and it's probably in my closet.
10-4 on that, good buddy. That's a good thing to keep. I got a CB at the house. I think it's a Cobra or something.
Yeah, those were good back in the day.
Oh man, you can't beat them Cobras. They could go a long way out there, but I think I'm gonna try to get me one of them ham radios. Man, you can reach out and go with them.
There you go. Yeah.
You remember Wolfman Jack?
I do.
Back in the early 70s, late 60s, he was all out there. Wolfman Jack, he was actually broadcasting across the border in Mexico because he could not legally get away with it over here in the States. And when he went on there, it was, I guess it's something like a super turbocharged ham radio, but it would knock out signals and everything else. But
they had a very powerful transmitter they were running, from what I've heard back then.
He did, and hey, yeah, I loved Wolfman Jack though. He come on the air, man, it was solid gold. He had some good stuff. Yep, but he was across the border when he did that in Mexico.
They called those stations border blasters, by the way.
Border blasters. That was there. Well, old boy on Deadliest Catch, old Bill Wilkowski, if I said his name right, on Deadliest Catch, he told me about all that. I didn't know. Bill's got a resident in Mexico as well. But yeah, I need to talk to him again.
Have you ever been to Mexico, Mountain Man?
Bill come on the show. Mm-hmm.
He did, didn't he?
He has been, but I think it's time he come on again. I'll get on him. Me and him's the same age, and we're always getting on there calling each other over the hill, too old man. I said, look at you, man. You a couple months older than me, Bill. We the same age. I guess he may have turned 65 by now, but I'm still just a mere 64.
You're still young. You're fine.
I'm still hanging in there. I'm still hanging in there.
Did you eat dinner the other night with Turtle Man? Weren't you going to do that?
I did. I went and ate with Turtle Man and Turtle Girl and their little daughter, famous Sea Turtle. Such a cute name. I think they call her Sea Turtle. Yeah, we had a good time over there around Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I believe that's where we was, and really good food. Turtle Man is such a great guy to hang out with.
He is a cool guy. I liked talking to him the other day.
He is down to earth. He is down to earth. You will not hear a cuss word come out of his mouth, and he is just a really good guy. And his wife's super nice, and little Sea Turtle, she's a real sweetheart. We had a great time eating, and I like the way Turtle Man, entertain the kids there. I mean, he really takes time out to really get some laughs out of the kids. We really had a ball up there.
It takes somebody with a lot of strength and determination and guts to be able to, go down and bring up those snapping turtles and all that he does.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of people don't know this, but Turtle Man says Bigfoot's real. I mean, they know her some all right. Big Bigfoot and a little Bigfoot. I think it's a mama and her little daughter. They've seen them, just briefly through the bushes. And the Bigfoots, they leave them little bitty things they try to make, like they'll wove some kind of sticks together with vine or something, and then they leave them jars of peanut butter and peanuts and snacks, and they're the friendly ones, but Turtle Man has encountered some mean ones, and the rocks they throw are as big as a softball, and they can throw them so far. No human could throw a rock that far, but Turtle Man, they threw some at him, and they got hit in the chest by one of their rocks, and it put him down nearly. He said, no more searching after any old Bigfoots. He's going to stick with the friendly ones. They're not friendly by nature, he said, but there's a couple, that are. And, his wife's telling the story, and she ain't batting an eye. I mean, look, there's something that they're seeing out there,
It just seems like it's so hard to catch them, You would think somebody by now would actually have caught one or something. I don't know.
Can you imagine how wood smart something like that could be? You think a deer or a wild hog or any kind of animal that lives out in the wild, how smart they are, and you won't know they're there.
You don't know they're there, yeah.
You got a Bigfoot, got somewhat of a human brain, Plus, they're kind of dark colored and furry. You just think they was a stump or a log unless they moved.
That's true.
I've been chased by something frog hunting before. I don't know what it was, but
you said you've seen a couple of things. You even didn't you say you saw one of those, what is it, a UFO ship or something one time?
I've seen them daggum things up there, and they move around, they zigzag. One come over up yonder in Massachusetts, and another Dukes of Hazzard event. It was so fast, it was unreal when that thing come over. It just, zoom, that was it. I thought, whoa, what was that? And one time me and my boy we got lost out in the woods, and usually twice with no flashlight. I wish one time we had a flashlight. We're out there in the dark, but it was a clear night that night, and the other time it was misty, foggy, and everything else. That was a rough one. But I said, son, we got to lay down. I got to rest a minute. We were walking probably in circles. So we laid down, and there's a little bitty tree, a little tree in front of us, and I'm gazing up the stars. So I'm looking for a star, and I stretch around to look on the other side of this tree, and I noticed that a star in the sky moves and stops. I said, wow, that thing just moved. So I ducked back in behind the tree branch, and then I moved to my right and look. Well, this thing, it does it again. It moves out to where it can see through that tree and watch me. Huh. I said, no, this ain't real. So I ducked back in behind the tree, and I peep out on the left side. Here it comes again. I said, that looks like a star. It looks like it's thousands of miles up. How's it seeing me? So I poked my boy, and I was pointing up there. I said, look, son, you see that little star up there? He said, yeah, Daddy, I see it. I said, well, duck back to your left here, and now let's move to our right. Our right or left, whichever way it's going. Yeah, move to the left, and he went with me, looked up, and it moved. I said, okay, pull in the tree. Now let's move to our right. And it moved. He says, Daddy, that thing's watching us. And I said, I know it, son. It's been doing this for about 5 minutes. He says, what do you think it is? I said, UFO maybe? Satellite? I said, Daddy, what was I to take my gun and aim it at it? I said, whoa, 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 whoa. No, son, don't do that. I said, they probably got one of them phaser or laser beams, and they'll just dry us up like a raisin if they can see us that far up. I was so scared of him pointing that gun, and us getting just evaporated, that would have been a show of aggression, I guess I could say, at that thing. But I don't understand that, and one time I was out hunting. This is back when before I had a beard too much. I was out hunting, and I was trying to get a deer. No, I wasn't trying to get a deer out. I was hunting, and I saw something like a triangle up above me, and I said, wow, what was that? So then I felt kind of dizzy or something after that, and when I finally got out of the woods, I had a full beard. It was like 3 weeks later, man.
So you grew a beard while you were in the woods?
Yeah, I woke. I was in the same spot, but I done growed a beard. I'd been out in the woods, they said, for 3 weeks.
So that's where you grow a beard at. You got to stay in the woods for 3 weeks.
Got y'all on that one, didn't I? No.
It's funny.
One time I lost time out of the woods. Really, I seen some triangle out there. I lost an hour and a half. I don't know. I think it was my watch. But, yeah, I was dragging a deer out then.
Well, Mountain Man, let's take a break. We need to play some of your sponsors here.
Okay, yeah, y'all check out these sponsors. They good ones. Don't forget that Turbo Power Energy Drink and Bull Snot Products, B&E Wholesale, Miracle 2 Products. Who else we got? Get them on there.
Let's play them and find out.
We'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all want to call in? 1-800-259-1448. Get your calls in.
Man, this desert's hot.
Gosh, I'm thirsty.
There's bowling ball sweat beads dripping off my head.
Man, I don't know how much further I can go.
Hey, what's that up there?
Is that a mirage, or am I seeing a drink stand or something?
Hey, buddy, are we glad to see you?
You fellows look hot. Can I interest you in a cold beverage? Lemonade, iced tea, apple juice? Heck, I even got a V8.
You got any extreme pH?
No, I don't believe I got that.
Oh, you mean you ain't got no extreme pH sports water with calcium, magnesium, potassium, with no dyes, no sugars, no caffeine, no sweeteners, no artificial flavorings?
No, I sure don't.
Well, y'all need to go get you some at extremeph.com.
Extreme pH Sports Water by Miracle 2 Products. They also have soaps, neutralizers, moisturizers, deodorants, gel, laundry soap, and it's all biodegradable. Go green. Booyah!
How'd you do your voice like that?
Hello, this is David Harrison of R&R Tire Express. The last 2 years have been challenging and rewarding. Our families have longed for life to be normal again. We've made incredible progress. I love watching my grandchildren enjoy things that we've taken for granted, like going to movies and family vacations. As you and your families prepare for vacation and getting back outdoors this spring, R&R will get you started on a safe new set of wheels and tires for only $20. Not only that, when you buy any set from R&R, we will donate $5 to people suffering in Ukraine. My family is going to personally match every donation up to $50,000. Every purchase will help to bring food, medical attention, and hope to those that have lost so much. We have so much to be thankful for: our freedom, our security, and our wonderful families. From all of our families to you, we thank you for allowing us to serve. Together, we can make a difference at home and abroad.
Get a new set of tires or wheels put on your ride today for only $20 at R&R Tire Express on Thomas Road across from Duck Commander in West Monroe, and in Ruston on South Vienna across from County Market. Text tires to 77,000 to get a quick quote now.
Y'all got a lot of clutter at your house, tripping over stuff, stubbing your foot. Your wife saying, hurry up and get some of that stuff out of here. Well, you need to go see my buddy Marlin. That's right, Marlin. He's not a fish, he's a human. But Marlin is the owner of I-20 self-storage sheds located 711 North 11th Street in West Monroe. Yeah, Marlin hook you up. Anything with 5x5 starting at $25 a month. Everything in between, and it closes out at a 10x25 at $95 a month, and everything in between. At 10x25, you can almost pull a combine in, probably a tractor. Your wife saying, well, you know how picky you are about your hunting stuff. Well, you're going to be needing to put them in some climate control. Let Marlin hook you up with climate control. Keep all your hunting stuff fresh and smelling like dirt or whatever you smell like when you go in the woods. Marlin's got climate control, 10x10, $100 a month, 10x15, $110 a month, 10x20, $125 a month. And if you need a motor home storage shed, you might want to keep that out of the elements of the sun and leaves and stuff. Well, Marlin hook you up a motor home outside covered storage at $95 a month. And I know y'all all excited, so y'all want to know, well, how do I get a hold of this fish? Well, Marlin's not a fish, he's a human. Marlin can be reached at 348-0055, and Marlin has another phone in his other pocket, 855-4736. So give Marlin a call today so you'll have more room in your house or sheds and garage and won't be stubbing your toe.
B&D Wholesale in downtown West Monroe has new shipments arriving weekly. Stay safe with black KN95 mask 10-pack or a 50-count box, which are back in stock. Also just arriving is Champion Generators dual fuel for only $3.99. B&D has stocked up on Tide Pods, Gain, Dawn dishwashing liquid, and Febreze 4-packs. B&D Wholesale is locally owned and open to the public. Follow us on Facebook. Like and share to be put in our weekly drawings. B&D Wholesale, 100 Trenton Street in West Monroe. Come see us so you never miss a great deal.
Hey, JR, I gotta have some coffee or something. Boy, I just been feeling all wore out lately. I just don't know what it is. You ever get like that?
I get like that a lot.
Yeah, well, that's
You just don't want to do anything.
I know what you mean.
I tell you what, I just thought of something. I got a buddy I met at a truckers convention. I think his name was Jesse Marshall.
Yeah?
He had some kind of product that worked all day, one cap full, I think, in the morning. I can't remember what it was. Tell you what, let's give him a call. Hello, Jesse?
Hey, Mountain Man.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? I met you at the truckers convention show. I noticed you had some kind of an energy drink or something you were selling over there. I was just interested in it. I've been trying these energy drinks and stuff, and they just don't work long. I just crash on them, man. I don't know. I need something to help me out. What you got? What was you selling over there, Jesse?
Oh, you're talking about our Turbo Power Plus Super Immunity Energy Formula, Mountain Man?
Yeah, that was it.
It's got 72 ionic trace minerals, 46 different vitamins and enzymes, herbs and super nutrients, and 17 powerful antioxidants. Everything that your body needs daily to make healthy cells for a strong immune system.
Hey, that sounds pretty good right there. Jesse, where can I get that at?
You can get that at BioRightUSA.com, SamsClub.com. You can get it at Love's stores, TAs, and Petros.
Well, tell you what, Jesse, I'm going to go on to SamsClub.com and order me some right now. We appreciate it, Jesse. Call you back later and let you know how it's going.
All right.
1 week later.
Hey, Jesse, I got a bottle of that Turbo Power Energy drink, and I tell you what, it's working great.
It's what we've been doing in our business for the last 20 years is providing healthy energy.
Well, it sure is working, and we sure appreciate you letting us know about it, and thank you, Jesse. God bless you, brother.
God bless you too, Mountain Man.
Hey, you got some squeaking problems over there? What's the matter with your chair?
Yeah, my chair's making all kind of noise over here.
Man, I hear it. Tell you what we're gonna do. I just put you a little bull snot greasable on there. Now try it. Don't hear a thing. Bull snot greasable will take care of any squeak you got. Bull snot greasable is available now at Bass Pro Shops. Bull snot greasable, you can buy it online. I tell you what, that bull snot greasable is some good stuff. If you got trailer hitches, squirt it on there. You ain't got to worry about a squeak or rust then. I know everybody got a boat or a four-wheeler trailer. Heck, man, you can even use it on a fishing reels. It's got a fine grease base in this greasable, and when you spray it on there, it lasts. It stays on, and it doesn't run from water. Heck, a buddy of mine up in Tennessee bought a whole case the other day. He's putting it on his combine chains. He says he likes it because it doesn't attract dust. Dust falls right off. If y'all ain't never tried this here greasable from Bull Snot, you need to get you some. Bull Snot greasable is available at Bass Pro Shops now. Or online. Check it out. Nothing slicker than Bull Snot. Booyah.
And welcome back to the final segment of the Mountain Man Show for today. Mountain Man, we are back on the air here.
Well, shoot, let's let her rip, Hickory.
And real quick here, we got Mr. Tom Wooten from California. He wants to say hey. So, Tom, good afternoon.
Hey. How you guys doing?
In California still?
I've been trying to get out of here, but I'm a prisoner to the California state, so I don't know.
Well, you gotta break them chains, buddy. No, hey, look, there's some good people in California. I've been there several times, and even the big cities I find good people. Look,
There's good people everywhere, and there's some that aren't so good everywhere. There's just, it's according to where your trail leads you. You got to recognize who they are, whether they rooting for the Lord or they just rooting. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, yeah, a lot of good people, but bad politics, and that's what I'm trying to get away from is the politics.
Oh yeah, I think that's why I try to keep this show just somewhat comical and interesting. I just give a little bit of fishing stories and reports and hunting, fishing, hunting's always been what I like to do. I joined a football team, Tom, when I was in junior high, and they said, "You're a pretty good player there, old Tim, but we practice every evening after school." I said, "What? We got to practice?" So I turned in my equipment, helmet, spikes, everything, and headed for the woods, going squirrel hunting.
Amen. Sounds like you followed the path of old Phil. Anyways, I want to tell you about the riot you started on Facebook because you're not on there.
I never told many people this, but Phil and my dad, they got a lot of stuff in common. Only Daddy's a lot older. But look, I was brought up, learn how to hunt, learn how to fish. Daddy taught me well how to skin a squirrel, and clean fish. I watched Mama as she cooked them, and it helped mold me into what I am today.
Well, that's some good learning. My pop taught me a lot of stuff too. Unfortunately, mine's not around anymore, and appreciate yours while he's here. And the rest of you out there, appreciate your parents while they're here. Because you'll miss them when they're gone.
Hadn't talked a whole lot about it, and didn't know how to even talk about it, but a few days ago, my dad had a mild heart attack, AFib. I was glad I was there at the breakfast table, and I rushed him to the emergency room, and I just want to thank all them people at St. Francis Hospital for how they handled that situation. St. Francis Hospital in Monroe I don't think another hospital could compare with how they got on my dad and got him and hooked him up and got him some medicine going in him. They were really pronto, so thank you all, you in St. Francis Hospital, for your immediate service to my dad. God bless y'all.
Absolutely. And hey, Tom, we got to let you run, buddy, because we got 2 minutes here. Mountain Man's got to get to his Bible verse.
God bless you, and we'll hear from you. Hopefully, see you next week.
Yes, sir. Old Tom. Yeah, I just want to say that about my dad. He's been blessed this week. I've been blessed, Look, the Lord looks out after us. And it kind of takes me to this verse here, which I want to close out today's show. It's a verse that I'm sure all of you have heard and said before. It's like 6 verses. But I would I would like to read these verses. And if you read these, you'll probably know this. But if you go around and you're reading this to yourself, Lord's listening, and it goes like this. Today's verse comes from Psalm chapter 23, verses 1 through 6. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Y'all, you're getting out there and you having bad times. I just keep saying this verse over and over in my head. But it ain't just in my head. It's being supernaturally transported up to the Lord, and he listens. I am sure that the Lord intervened the other evening when I was about to ram all them people, and I'm sure they were looking in their rear view mirror saying, oh my God, this is what I thought was going to happen. Somebody topping that hill doing 70. One thing I want y'all to know, if you're the last one, you see it, you're going to be in a stop line of traffic, you're going to be in a blind spot, leave a whole bunch of space between you and that car ahead of you, and that way, when they top that hill, you have got room to move up to get out of their way. Don't that make sense?
It made a lot of sense, Mountain Man.
I just thought of that. Leave you some room to pull up. If you're on a motorcycle, get over there to the side where you can go around on up the shoulder of the road. Because I'm telling you, if you got a cop with his lights on sitting in his car, sometimes it ain't gonna stop you from going over that hill. But Mountain Man's coming up with an invention that'll be LED powered and says prepare to stop, which they can hold. Comes out on a fold out pole with a stand, and every state trooper and sheriff will have one for just such occasions pretty soon. I'm sure of it.
Sounds good. We'll talk about that more next week, buddy.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to today's Mountain Man Radio Show. And I'll be back next week again, as always. Love all you guys and gals out there. And as always, booyah!
You're listening to News Talk 105.7 and 540 KMLB Monroe.
An Orlando amusement park attraction may have been altered before a teenage boy fell to his death last month.
State investigators say the operators of Orlando's Icon Park made adjustments to the freefall drop tower ride before 14-year-old Tyree Sampson would try riding it. It led the ride attendant to believe the teenager was secured in his seat when he wasn't. Michael Haggard is the teen's mother's attorney.
She's on a mission to make sure this never happens to another child in our country, and really, for that matter, for the world.
The top-down restraint didn't close properly over the tall and bulky teen, though an indicator light did come on to suggest it was attached. Sampson fell more than 100 feet to his death.